Sir, please let me finish. He seems very, very, very knowledgeable to me. You're not a mechanic. I don't know a lot about cars. I would call it one of my deficiencies, to be truthful with you. But I've listened to him enough to believe that I'm making the right decision here. All right, recalling Hall versus top speed and top speed versus Hall. Sorry about this, guys.
Can I say something wrong?
Not yet. I need everybody's name first.
Anthony Hall.
Amber Smith.
Bobby Kelly on behalf of Top Speed Performance.
John Wayne.
Do you think if he'd have swapped every component off the 2008 Dodge onto the 2005, that this would be working? Yeah.
If he would have swapped, if he would have called me and said, these.
I didn't ask you
Okay,
that.
that's the question he is, say it. He claimed the heads ain't no good now.
Wait a minute, just please listen. Here's what you say. I agreed to pay top speed performance and repair to swap every, underline every component of the 2008 Dodge Charger block motor onto the 2005 motor block. Owner agreed to swap all components to the 2005 motor, meaning the 2008 block should have been empty. Meaning heads, water pump, all accessory. Are you saying to me that you think that if he would have swapped every component off that 2008 onto the 2000, just listen, onto the 2005, that it would be working properly now?
Yes, I say, but he says.
Wait a minute. Why do you say that? You're not a certified mechanic. Who's telling me that?
I'm telling you that because.
All right, wait a second. How can you, hang on a second.
I'm about to explain to you right now. Can I say something, one thing real fast?
Yeah, but I want you to explain why you think that would be working properly.
Let me say this, right? Never been back to your shop to even look at this car, and I can come to court and basically tell you what's wrong with it. I gotta know something. He just told us that the head is bad on the car. I have the extra head at my house. If he would have caught me and said, hey, these heads are bad, I can't swap these on here, I would say, hey, one of them heads on that motor we built, we think is bad. I got the extra one here. Put this on there, then put that in there. So yes, it would have worked if he would have just did what I asked him instead of what he wanted to.
Your Honor, I didn't say the heads were bad. Like I said, the motor was fantastic. I still stand by that. It looks great. It's just, I think whoever he had put this engine together, put two of the same side cylinder heads or two of the same side cylinder head gaskets on the engine. We did no disassembly of the engine he provided. He provided us a literal complete engine. It was ready to run after dropping on basic components that are not detrimental to the engine running properly or what's wrong with it. Valve cover gaskets cover the valve train, or valve covers cover the valve train, which is, the rocker arms, the push rods, all that, which actually, rocks up and down when the cam moves, and keeps oil from leaking out of the engine. The oil pan does the same thing. It houses 7 quarts of oil, and all we did was put an oil pan gasket on it. That's what the little tag that he had with it stated that that's what we needed. I had conversations with him and said, I don't mind digging into this engine further, but all I want is the previous bill ironed out. I mean, I'm sure you can kind of see how difficult it is to have a simple, understanding conversation with him. In no matter of shape or form did I ever say here in this courtroom today that these cylinder heads are bad. I just said I simply think that he's got either 2 left or right side cylinder heads on this engine, or 2 of the same side head gaskets on this engine, meaning he's got a left side head on the left side head on the right, or a right side on the left and a right side on the right. I've never once said these cylinder heads are bad.
But if you would have took the heads off like you were supposed to, you put the other ones off the other motor, and you would have put all new seals, all new gaskets in here, you would have had to call Mr. Hall and say, hey, these heads ain't no good, or, you know what I'm saying? So what would we do?
Slow down a second.
Then that's when we would have came with the other head that you.
Slow down a second.
Gasket.
Slow down a second, Mr. Hall. I want to just ask a question.
So he never assembled none of it. He just put it in.
That wasn't our agreement.
Stop. I want everybody to stop right. You're telling me he agreed to swap every component off that 2008 onto the 2005,
Correct.
and you deny that?
I do know, I do. Because the motor, he told me, he said, man, it's built, it's ready to go, it's got cam in it, it's got this, it's got that. And then I said, okay, we're gonna have to tune your engine's computer for that camshaft as well. And he says, well, no, the motor's already tuned, for that. I said, no, listen, these cars are electronically controlled. The engine's computer has to be, the parameters inside the computer have to be adjusted. So that told me at the beginning of that conversation, not to be rude to Mr. Hall, but his mechanical experience. Because every vehicle is an electronically controlled vehicle after 1996. After 1996, when they changed to OBD2, any
He
modification.
never told you that.
You never told me what?
He wanted you to swap all components off the 2008 and
No, what he told me is that he wanted me to swap whatever components are needed to make the 2005 engine work in the 2008. He told me he's had other people tell him, oh, no, you can't do it before. I said, no, you might have to swap a camera or crank sensor in there from the 08.
And you maintain that even if you'd have done that, this engine would be in no better shape.
Correct. Because the old engine, the cylinder heads were garbage on the old engine. They dropped valve seats. If you don't mind, Your Honor, I can pull out my phone and I can show you what drop valve seat looks like in a Hemi and what it does to the piston. It absolutely destroys the cylinder wall in the engine, the piston, the cylinder head itself is garbage. They're junk. There's no, I mean, you can send them out to a machine shop and spend more than they're worth to have them reconditioned, but you can pick up a good used cylinder head for $150-200 most of the time. But like I said, this engine looks fantastic. I mean, the engine was painted bright orange. Somebody did a really good job there. The cylinder heads were painted bright silver. Well, I mean, really, really good looking motor. And it was all assembled properly. The push rods were in the correct place. When I took valve covers off, I did a valve tray inspection. Everything looked good.
And you still think you're entitled to $5,000?
Well, what I think I'm entitled to is what we agreed upon. So I did not build this engine. I did not do anything other than what Mr. Hall and I agreed to. We agreed to $5,000 of installing this engine. I agreed to do it for that price because he supplied his own engine, his own headers, his own intake manifold, everything. It is a lot of labor to remove that engine and transmission as an assembly because what has to happen is so his car is an old police cruiser and it's got the wrap around push bar on the front of it for the pit bar.
Mhm.
So in order to remove engine and transmission out of this vehicle, you have to remove the front, that push bar, the front bumper, the cooling pack, the radiator core support. And then what I do is I unbolt the motor mounts, I unbolt the exhaust, I take the entire exhaust from the engine to the back bumper down because this exhaust is straight pipe and it's all welded one piece from engine to tailpipes. So that's 9 feet of exhaust you gotta pull down. Drive shaft has to come out, and then transmission cross member, transmission lines have to come out, and then we pull the engine and transmission, which is about as long as, I would say that engine and transmission is about 7 or 8 feet long.
All right, what do you have to say, Mr. Ragdale?
Ragland.
Pardon?
Ragland.
Ragland, I'm sorry, Ragland.
As Mr. Kelly stated, we were supposed to install the customer's parts that we weren't supposed to rebuild his engine. He says he bought the engine from a reputable engine builder. He dropped the engine off to us, told us to replace the things on it that needed to make it work in his car. We weren't told to rebuild his engine. If he thinks that the guy he bought the engine from is a reputable engine builder, why would we rebuild it? We never said that we were going to rebuild it. And like Mr. Bobby stated also, his engine block itself was unusable. Once they drop a valve seat, those valves are metal. They get inside the motor, they scorch the cylinder walls, they scar them all up, they tear the pistons up, they tear the heads up. That means that we would have to literally rebuild his whole motor. And we weren't told, we never said that we were.
I got it. Ma'am, you wanted to read me something.
I just have the text message
Read it,
from when we first left the car. It was February 20th.
nice and loud.
2008 Dodge Charger transmission. No modifications to the motor fuel type. Service needed or requested. 2005 motor swap to 2008 body. Everything off the 08 motor onto the 05 motor flashed and tuned for it to run properly. JBL long tune headers compared to headers on 08. Which ones are best? That was the original text message when the car was on the way to
What about that?
his office.
Well, when that's not everything on an engine block, so, and I'm trying to break this down again for non-mechanics, no offense, Judge.
Thank you.
Why would you take a good used built engine, or I'm gonna say new in his case, because he said it was new and built. Why would I take bad components out of a bad engine that he wants replaced and put them into an engine he's claiming is new? And put it together, we're gonna be in the same boat as when we drop the car off, and we'll put bad parts into a good engine. So why would I do that?
Okay.
And if you, and I'm also, Your Honor, he said he's never seen, Mr. Ragland here, if you look on the back of that, invoice I gave you, Mr. Ragland's mechanic number, and it is on the back of that.
I didn't say it wasn't a mechanic bush shop. I thought I'd never seen him in talk to him before. That's what I said.
Well, I've got multiple employees who regularly go along.
But anyway, like I was saying, it took them half this lot. You took them part off from the get-go with that.
Why you
You snap that motor in because I'm paying you to do that.
Wait a minute, wait.
That's my money.
Wait,
Guys,
Hey, guys,
that was my money.
wait, Mr. Hall. When I tell you to stop, I expect you to stop. Don't address him. I got news for you. If you convince him, you're right. But you don't convince me, you're gonna lose. So address me, not him. You're getting angry,
Well, that's what I'm my money.
but you kind of got an anger problem. I gotta tell you.
I got it because I've been dealing with this for quite some time with him and his attitude and threatening me and all that. And I paid you to do a specific thing and you didn't do it. And he tried to shice me. And he act like I don't know. I got some type of, he tried to play like I don't got no car mechanic specialist. I wouldn't just come with this out of my head. I never been that.
Sir,
I know from
Sir, you're angry. Settle down.
Yes, sir.
What do you want back that he still has?
That's my car, everything in it, my parts, my two.
Wait, what do you,
Yeah,
wait, slow down. You're just sounding angry.
He has my car. He has also the motor that was supposed to go in the car. He got all my extra parts. He got a whole nother motor with all the extra heads on it.
What do you think he's entitled to, Mr. Kelly?
At this moment, with non-payment, like it says at the bottom of my sign-in sheet here, it says we do not release vehicles until the full owed amount paid is told. But it's more of what I think I'm entitled to here. We plain and simple, we perform the work, we use customer supplied parts. It's not our responsibility that what I look at is that, why should I be punished because he had a third party build this engine and he brought it to us to install and it's bad? We agreed on a price, we agreed on a service was provided, no payment's ever been given. I went back and forth. I told him multiple times over the phone, I feel like this is gonna be like pulling teeth, getting payment from you for this vehicle. I told him from the get-go, if you make this bill right, I will do my best to make sure this car runs properly. He's made no attempt to make this bill correct. I have no problem with any of my customers, as long as they are willing to pay what we agree upon, no issues. I mean, I've donated vehicles to cars, I've donated cars to people that I don't even know that were in car accidents on Facebook and I've just seen it. I'm that type of person. But it's just, when I do a service, and we agree on something, that's how it should be. I mean, I guess in 2026, that's kind of hard to come by.
How much did he pay for the counterclaim, Jennifer?
For the filing fee, there's no
Yeah.
filing fee for a counterclaim. He would have just paid
Yeah.
for service.
Thank you. That's what I was guessing. Anything else?
Feel like we wouldn't be in this situation if he would have called me and said, hey, these heads on this cop motor ain't no good. I can't do this. And then I would have explained to him that we left the heads on here intentionally to make sure he put them heads on them because we think these heads are better. But now since you say this motor's locked up and they're no good, here's this head that goes with this motor that's gonna make it run properly. That's all.
Your Honor, may I ask Mr. Hall a direct question?
Sure.
Mr. Hall, how many cylinder heads did you have with Brandon?
He said, I got one.
Yeah, how many?
One left beside you said, just said on.
Well, no,
You said it might be that. Got that one right here.
Okay,
Bag.
so this engine
You
requires,
just called me.
this engine requires 2 cylinder heads.
You said on the ones that.
No, actually, I didn't say any of them were bad.
I might, you said the gasket.
So,
So
no,
the two bottles off.
I didn't-
The
I didn't say
gasket,
that.
usually the gasket wouldn't be bad either.
Mr. Hall,
Now, Your Honor, may I ask you, but have I ever said in this conversation?
No.
Was that these components were bad?
No.
So this is the kind of difficulty I had communicating with Mr. Hall over the phone.
Mr. Hall,
Said it might be possibly backwards or the gasket.
I don't believe that he agreed to swap out all the components. Let's start with that. And you haven't proven to me that even if he did that, that this would be working any better than it is now. He's got all these things in writing. You didn't have anything in writing. He worked on this. I'm gonna cut it down to $4,000 on the counterclaim. No cause of action on your claim. I tend to agree with him.
So-
Sir, please let me finish.
Right.
He seems very, very, very knowledgeable to me. You're not a mechanic. I don't know a lot about cars. I would call it one of my deficiencies, to be truthful with you.
Mhm.
But I've listened to him enough to believe that I'm making the right decision here. And that's what I'm doing. I'm ordering no cause of action on your claim, 4,000 on the counterclaim. I'm not gonna expect you to, none of this has to do with storage fees, right?
No, I just did the 7,000 as a count of his 7,000, but I will offer this as well. If Mr. Hall wants to have a civil conversation, I want to see everybody in their car having fun.
So you
I
guys,
have no problem
you guys can sit down and act,
I don't have a problem with that. Still go.
maybe you guys can sit down,
I
but
don't.
Mr. Hall, please do me a favor, sir.
Right.
You need to work on your
They're
anger.
telling me if he fixed the car, I would pay him. I already knew it was the cylinder head because I
Listen.
did the extra one.
I'm not gonna, guys,
That's what
Mr.
happened.
Hall, you're too angry. I'm telling you, I don't know if this is typical for you. I sure hope it isn't. You just seem very, very, very angry.
I feel like,
Sir,
can I say?
sir, no, you can't say another word. I hope you guys talk. I'm entering this judgment. And that's what I'm doing, and you guys can figure it out. No cause of action on plaintiff's complaint.
Do I get my?
Hang on. Counter plaintiff prevails on counterclaim for $4,000. Yeah, you can have your car back, but you're gonna have to pay him, you're gonna have to pay him the $4,000.
Got all the parts and everything to go with it, correct?
Absolutely. I have no interest in the parts. Absolutely.
Once paid, well, I'll even write that on here, once paid, plaintiff entitled to car and all components, all parts. Does that cover it?
Yeah, can we get specific with those parts as well? His engine block, with, his damaged engine block, I do have, it has one cylinder head that is still bolted to it, I believe.
I'm writing down damaged engine block. What
Yeah.
else?
Two cylinder heads,
Two cylinder heads.
his 2009 plus intake manifold with adapter brackets.
Hang on a second. 2009 what?
That should be all.
Hang on. Please,
That's right.
go ahead. Hang on. Guys, I'm getting impatient with you now. Stop. I don't want you interrupting me. 2009 what?
Intake manifold with adapter brackets.
Okay, go ahead.
As well as this old 2003 to 2008 intake manifold that has
Old.
valve seat in it.
Old 2003 to 2008 manifold,
Intake manifold.
intake manifold that has what?
That has intake manifold. It's got valve seat pieces in it. Oh, it's junk. Everyone use it.
Does that cover everything?
That does cover everything.
Good, that's what I'm gonna write. No cause of action on plaintiff's complaint, plaintiff prevails on counterclaim for $4,000, once paid. Plaintiff entitled to car and all parts. Parents damage engine block, two cylinder heads, 2009 intake manifold with adapter bracket, old 2003 to 8 intake manifold.
Yes,
Is that right?
that's correct.
Good enough. Go down the hall, get the judgment. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna hand you back your documents here, sir.
Oh,
I don't think we gave me any, Mr. Hall. Good luck to all of you. Okay. Infinity versus Ryan Messmore, 2403979.
Good morning, Judge. Cullen Geisler, P6902, on behalf of the plaintiff. Sorry, I dropped there for a second on Zoom.
Oh, you're fine. Who do I have out there? Jen Wiseman. There was proper service here, right, Jen, of this? Well, first of all, for the record, the defendant failed to appear for creditor's exam. Did you file a proof of service with us indicating that you'd at least provided it by first-class mail?
Yes, sir. Back on, I believe we sent it out on April 16th. I also filed up with Mr. Messmore yesterday via email, sent him a copy. He did respond.
He
So
did or did not?
He did. So I'm surprised he's not here yet.
Jennifer, we have that?
Yes, Your Honor. We have that proof of service filed with us on April 17th.
Show cause was issued, defendant failed to appear, bench warrant to issue. What was the amount of this judgment again here, counsel? What do we have here? It looks
hold on,
like
Judge.
7539.43.
Correct.
I'm gonna do a cash bond of 1,000, okay?
Okay.
You can submit that and we'll get it entered into lien, all right?
All right. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. Be well.
Thank you. You too. Take care,
All
Mr.
right.
Geisler.
Thank you.
On-site specialty cleaning and restoration versus Michael Joseph Smith, 251516. Everybody's name, please.
Cameron from Onsite Specialty Cleaning and Restoration.
Cameron who?
Kessler.
And your name, sir?
Michael Smith.
Are you in your house?
Yes, sir.
Do you really need that mask on? I just want to make sure I can hear you.
Yes, sir. I'm missing a front tooth, and when I speak, sometimes spit comes out, sir.
Okay, you're fine.
All right,
All right,
thank
so
you.
we adjourn it looks like we adjourned the discovery subpoena, the creditor's exam, until today, and you were to pay $2,000 on the next day. Did he do that, Mr. Kessler?
No, he did not.
Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, the very next day, I absolutely did.
Oh, I thought you were talking about paying it today. Yeah, he did pay the 2,000 after the last subpoena hearing.
Right, so how are you going to pay the rest of this, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. I had planned on having the money, the 2,000 today. The beginning of last month, my bank accounts got froze by the state of Michigan, Health and Human Services. I got that all straightened out, Your Honor. I owed $6,000 in back child support, so I paid 1/4 of that in good faith and worked out a payment program with them. So that's where $1,500 went last month. I do have
Let's slow
500.
down. Let's
Yes,
slow
sir.
down.
Yes, sir.
Maybe I didn't write the notes down. Was there any agreement besides him paying $2,000 on March the 18th? Which you're telling me he paid, Mr. Kessler?
Yes, he paid that.
Yeah, I know. But was there any other agreement on payment of the balance?
Yes.
Mr. Kessler, can you tell me what the agreement was?
Yeah, from the last subpoena hearing, he was to pay the 2,000 on June 1st.
Wait a minute. He paid $2,000 on March the 18th, right?
Correct.
Was there an agreement that he also paid $2,000 by June 1st?
Yes.
And you're telling me you didn't pay it because the bank accounts were frozen?
No, I was saving up for it. I had $1,500 saved up. I was just waiting for my VA disability to hit this month to make the complete 2,000. And after court today, sir, I was going to bring him the other $2,000 check. It wasn't going to be an issue, Your Honor. I'm only asking. I can give him the other 500 out of the 2,000 because I have that from this month. I just need a couple other months to get back to that other 1,500 to give him, Your Honor. Unfortunately, what had happened with child support happened, and there was nothing I can do. I had to pay it, Your Honor.
Do you want to go forth with this creditor's exam, Mr. Kessler? What do you want to do? How are you supporting yourself, Mr. Smith? Remind me.
It's just my 100% VA disability, Your Honor. It's 46.62 a month, give or take about $40 or $60, Your Honor. Sometimes my insurance comes out of that. It's like $40 a month.
Well, what do you want to do? Tell me how much you can afford to pay.
I can give him $500 in good faith right now, and if he wants to, Your Honor, for the next 3 months after this, July, August, September, I can give him $500 at the beginning of every month to make this good, or he can just wait until September. And I can give him that other $1,500 plus this $500 today, if that's what they want, to make the $2,000, Your Honor. I just need a little bit more time. Unfortunately, it just happened, and
Wait a
I
minute.
don't work.
Would you stop rambling, please, Mr. Smith? Just give me a second, will you please?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Your Honor.
Look, the judgment was for 5898.01. If you paid 2,000, that leaves a balance of 3898.01. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, Your Honor, you're correct.
Well, then you keep acting like 2,000 is going to end it. And I don't understand how 2,000 is going to end it. You still owe $3,898.01.
Yes, Your Honor. And talking prior to the original $2,000, they had worked something out because they know my situation that they would waive the $1,700 in good faith, and I appreciate that completely.
Wait a minute, slow down. Did you guys make me aware of this reduction?
I don't believe that we ever agreed to that.
Hey, Mr. Smith,
I apologize.
was it on the record? Was it on the record? Did somebody say on the record from on-site specialty cleaning and restoration, whether it be Mr. Kessler or otherwise, I'm going to waive $1,700 if you pay these as agreed upon? Was that ever placed on the record?
Not in the courtroom, no, Your Honor.
Well, then it doesn't count.
Okay.
Unless you have a writing, it doesn't count. And by the way, you've breached any agreement that would entitle you to a reduction of the balance. So let's figure this out. You guys can come up with a payment plan, but you don't get a reduction in this debt. You don't get a reduction. I don't care why your money was frozen. Who took what out of your account? I don't care why. So the only issue here is, do you want to go forth with the creditor's exam, Mr. Kessler? If you do, I'm putting you in a separate breakout room. I'm going to swear in Mr. Smith, or you guys can enter into a monthly installment payment plan.
Yeah, we're open to that monthly installment payment plan.
Well, you guys want to work one out? Listen, I got a lot of cases going here. I'm going to put you in a breakout room. I'm going to let you two talk. I expect you two to be professional about it, and you can agree on something. In the meantime, Jennifer, maybe you can print out an installment payment order for me and send it down, and I'll fill it in, assuming they reach an agreement, okay? So that's what we'll do. You guys go into a breakout room. We'll call you very shortly. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Michael Anthony Harris, 5T6461588, and B. Your name?
Michael Anthony Harrison.
Okay, so do you have your $200 today?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I came to talk to you about, I didn't want to ever disrespect your time, and your time.
you're fine.
And I would like to know, since we're in this situation right now, to speak to you, any way we can, lower the payment a little bit so I can get paid the whole thing. I get my license, because if I don't have my license.
How much you can't, are you asking me to not pay the 200 today?
No, I pay it right now, sir. I pay that right now. I'm saying, can we, any way possible, lower the whole balance? Cause over that, because, I need my license, I would like to obtain my license so I can drive to work. And I don't want.
Hang on a second.
I want to, yes, sir.
Hang on. I reduced your balance by $13 on this case that you're gonna pay $200 on today. I reduced the balance to $330 from, did I say $330 including the is Heather out there? Heather, did I say?
I am Judge. Let me look it up, and I'm sorry, I missed his name. What was his last name?
Michael Harris, he was in front of me Friday on the
Michael.
B file.
Okay, let me take a look. On the B file, you want to know which? It was 330, including
I mean,
the
and how
clearance
much did
fee.
he owe, not including the clearance fee? I believe he owed $317 plus the clearance fee of $45 for $352.
So
Right?
it would. So it's 330. That's the total is 330 with the clearance fee that he owes right now.
Yeah, but I cut it down by $22
Yeah, let me take a
for you,
look at what I
Mr.
took
Harris.
out.
What are you asking me to do?
I want to pay the $4. But can you take the one off and I can pay the 2 tickets in possible because I
Wait a minute, slow down. I don't understand. Pay the one off and you can pay the 2 tickets. I don't get what you're saying.
well, when I had a price that said the tickets in LA when they came to my house in Los Angeles, and they said both tickets was like $300 or something like that.
No, they were not. They were 185 and 135, and you screwed up by not showing up on any of these.
But I didn't do it intentionally, sir. That's why I'm your present today.
Do you have another $250 with you today,
Yes, sir.
plus the 200?
No,
I'm not gonna cut it down. You're asking me to do too much here.
$450 if I'm asking up to pay.
You have 450 now?
I said that's $450 you asked me to pay right now, but I'm saying.
Slow down.
You said 200 right now, and then 250 before the $50. That we talking
Slow
about.
down. How much money do you have in your pocket today?
I have my debit card, sir.
Can you put $450 on your debit card?
Can we lower it down to 350, please?
Mr. Harris,
And then I'll be done with it, please, sir.
no, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I will do, okay? Because you got to pay your clearance fee too. You pay $225 more on the no insurance for a total of $425, and I'll give you your clearance too. So I'm only gonna charge you $180 on that, okay?
Well, I'll pay you total, sir.
Pardon?
I'm gonna totally, I'll pay you right now.
$425, and that'll give you your clearance back. Can you do that?
Yes, sir. Can you make it 400?
No, I can't do that. You kidding me?
I'm a struggling working man like you,
Like me?
yeah, sir. I'm not here trying to hit a ball, get a base hit every day, and
Yeah, well, I just saved you about $140 or $50 between these two,
you know, I bought
between Friday and today. So you go down the hall, waive the balance. He's gonna pay $225 on the B file, including the clearance fee, okay?
Okay, Judge.
You go to law school.
And Judge said every penny count. They told me that.
Good luck. Get out of here. Stay out of here. Good luck to you.
Thank
I wish you well.
you. Appreciate you. Thank you guys for serving.
Have a good day. Midland Credit versus Robert Rupert.
Your Honor, if we could pass
25048.
that one for just a moment, the
Sure.
plaintiff's
How about
attorney's in with another person.
How about LVNV versus Zakaria?
I
Good
believe,
morning, Your Honor.
Let me-
Preston Nate appearing for LVNV.
I need you to start your video. LVNV funding versus Christopher Zakaria, 2600626. Morning, Mr. Nate. How are you? Your appearance?
Good, Your Honor. Thank you. Preston Nate, P7788 appearing for LVNV.
Is Ms. Palon here?
Your Honor, she has not appeared and we have left a message at her office.
Mr. Nate, how long you been practicing?
10 years in this field now.
Maybe you can make me understand why we gotta track down lawyers. Can somebody, maybe any of the other lawyers can tell me too, but I'm getting a bit tired of it. We shouldn't have, no judges called my office when I was practicing 35, 40 years ago. I didn't ever remember them calling me up and saying, hey, where are you? Or their staff. I mean, this is crazy. What do you want me to do here? I'm not gonna chase them down and I'm not gonna set a pretrial date without them, and I'm not inclined to reschedule anymore. I'm just getting tired of this.
Well, I mean, we work with Jenny quite a bit. I don't know where she's
Well,
at today.
call her up, call her up and get her to come in here. And we'll go from there. I don't relish in entering defaults, but why should the staff just have to reschedule? Or why shouldn't she have to show up? That's the way I feel about it. So will you please try to get a hold of her and I'll go from there?
Yeah, I can give her a call, see
Thanks.
if I can get a hold of her.
Jefferson Capital versus Ellen Stone, 2601149.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ellen Stone here.
Good morning, Ms. Stone. How are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
Good.
Sorry, I was on mute. Jay Big on behalf of plaintiff.
How you doing, Mr. Big? All
Good,
right.
yourself, Judge?
Good, thanks. So what do we got here? Did you two try to work this out?
I'm just wondering, is this up also for a motion to compel arbitration, or are we just doing the pretrial?
Just the pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor, she filed a motion to, for arbitration on May 20th. It wasn't enough time to put it on today, so we scheduled that for July 13th.
Oh, I see. I see her answering affirmative defenses. Well, I'm just gonna set dates, okay?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
just gonna
That's fine.
set dates. All right, give me a second here, if you would, please. All right. Let's see. All right, today is June the 1st. Discovery is to be completed by August the 1st. No ADR. No motions will be heard on the date of trial. All motions for summary have to be filed and heard not later than 20 days before the trial date. Nobody demanded a jury, correct?
No, Your Honor, but I am compelling motion for arbitration. It is in the agreement, and that's go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
Why did we set it all the way on July 13th, Jen?
I came in person and paid.
Hang on one second. I'm
Oh.
talking to the judicial clerk.
sorry.
Or the
Judge, I think just the 15th.
the
I don't,
15th.
no, I don't know, Judge, why we went all the way to July.
Well, let's not, okay?
You want to move it up?
Yeah, we're gonna have that hearing very shortly, but I'll talk to you about that.
I can move it up to June 15th.
Okay. We're gonna set that for June 15th. Witness lists are due July 1. Discovery cutoff is August 1. And we're gonna set a trial date for the 3rd week of August, which would be what, Jen? 4th week.
Your Honor, I object to that. I want to move this according to the agreement in the contract that.
Ms. Stone,
Yes, sir.
I'm just setting these dates now to make sure that if I deny your motion, we're on track. That's all. I'm
Okay,
gonna be
because the
glad to-
attorney agreed to, he said he wouldn't object to the motion to compel arbitration.
I only said that if the motion was to be heard today.
Right.
I don't
So can we
have-
reschedule
Slow
for a
down,
motion?
Slow down, please slow down. Look, I don't even have the motion. You didn't file it timely, so it could be heard today, according to what you just told me.
Yeah, and I think that was why it was set for July 13th.
Well, I'm moving it back this way. I'm moving it
Okay.
this way so I can hear it in a couple of weeks.
Okay, I understand.
Look, maybe we'll just do this, Jennifer. what is the date you're gonna have that for? June 15th, did you say, or June 13th?
June 15th at 10 a.m.
Let's do it June 15th at 10 a.m. And I will also have a pretrial that day in the event that I deny it. How's that? So
All right, thank you.
the motion hearing will be set. I presume, I'm sorry, what time did you say? June 13th at what time?
June 15th at 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m. When did she file the motion?
May 20th, Your Honor.
Why couldn't we have heard it this day? That's all I'm asking. Why couldn't we have? That's plenty of notice.
Well, with the holiday, so 7 days would have been the 27th. We normally try to give them at least 10 days to respond.
Yeah.
Who to respond? I sent a notice
Ms.
to,
Stone, Ms.
Yes, sir.
Stone, would you just let me handle this, please?
thank you.
Okay, you're getting a little bit too aggressive for me, okay? I'm
I'm
going to
just nervous about it, but thank you.
I'm going to accommodate if the case deserves to be, if the case should be set, removed to arbitration, I've got no issue with that. I'd be glad to get it off my docket. I got enough to do here, okay?
Thank you,
But
sir.
Jennifer, we're gonna set this for next Monday. Is there a reason I can't do this next Monday? Mr. Begg has had the motion now for 10 days, right?
On the 8th,
June
I
8th.
have to, let me look at, I gotta see what time that's, I don't have that day pulled up because it's traffic. You have a couple of landlord tenant bench trials at 10:30, so we could add it.
Let's do it
At
at 9
10:30.
o'clock. Mr. Begg, have you looked at her motion? Let's do it at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock on June the 8th. Mr. Begg?
In a courtroom built on justice, every decision carries weight far beyond the walls of the court. Today, the law was not only enforced, it was understood with wisdom and humanity. The judge looked beyond mistakes and recognized effort, growth, and the fight to rebuild a life. That is the power of true justice, not just punishment but fairness guided by compassion. The courtroom became a place where hope still mattered, where second chances were earned, and where respect for the law stood stronger than ever. Moments like these remind us why justice systems exist, to protect, guide, and give people a path forward.
In this courtroom, justice was not just about punishment. It was about truth, accountability, and giving someone one final chance to change. The judge spoke with honesty, fairness, and patience, proving that real courts don't only enforce the law, they also try to guide broken people back toward a better life.